Okay. Hello, guys. Hi. Good evening. I think there might be somebody from different parts of the world. So, hope you're having a good day and a good Saturday. So, thank you so much for joining today for this virtual meetup of Product Like Jam. Along with, we are doing this program called as 100 Days of Feature Requests, where primarily we are involving the community to work on problem statements by brands within the community. They can send in feature requests, and it's a journey for anyone, for them to become good product managers or product thinkers, and go in that direction of learning how to drive themselves and work with product-led companies, right? So a little bit just about the community. Our purpose is to bring together product managers for learning about product-led growth stories, jam about different sort of companies who have taken this product-led strategy, and learn from their stories, the best practices that you need to look at, the kind of tools out there which you need to follow when you're driving a product-led growth. Um, and this is our first. We did a offline meetup last month. This is our first sort of like a virtual meetup because times are changing again. We would want to meet with the community. I'm sure some of you are very active within the community. We would like to know you more, know about how you feel comfortable within the community. What are you learning? Anything that we can have improved within the community, right? So thank you so much, guys, for coming in. Before we get started off, the agenda and schedule of this is going to go. Uh, we have Rinal, who is the tech lead of Habbit. So a little bit just about 100 days of feature request program. We are running this program from the last 2 weeks, where we you might have seen a lot of new people coming in to the community. And what these guys are pretty much doing is solving problem statements given by different brands, write down a whole product requirement document to solve those problems, and gain rewards in terms of cash rewards, merchandises, all of that. But what we're trying to build is a platform where people could come together, learn from each other's work, right? Give feedback, collaborate, right? And also get a chance to join these brands, right? And this program has been powered by Sawolabs. Sawolabs is a B2B2C passwordless authentication API, which enables you to integrate and have an amazing user onboarding without users worrying about forgetting passwords or anything of sort. So feel free to check out what Cyber Labs does. Right, so it's an amazing product, right? Okay, Rinal, thank you so much for coming here. Maybe you can introduce yourself and Habit today to the community. And yeah, take it ahead.
Hey man, thanks a lot. I hope I'm audible. You can give me feedback on audio. It's fine. Cool. Thanks. Cool. My name is Rinal. Like you mentioned, I lead the tech team at Habbit. Uh, but yeah, and like I have a background in tech, but for the past 3 4 months, I think I have been pretty heavily looking into product, and I am pretty interested in product as well. So I found this as a great opportunity. Like the startup world itself is a great opportunity for me to explore. So yeah, super keen to be here with a lot of other people who are looking into product, right? Uh, yeah. So I mean, I'll just dive right into it without wasting too much time.
Sure.
Uh,
Tell us a bit more about Habit. What do you
yeah.
guys do?
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh, Hopefully, everyone's already aware of Habit. If you're not, please do check it out. We are a learning platform, essentially. Uh, so, at its core, it's in the edtech space, and Habit is a platform where learners can come on to learn, create. We mostly look at creative skills and new age digital skills, right? Which people can come on to learn. Uh, at its core initially, like even now, like we are we are pretty heavily creator focused. We want to be a platform where creators can come and monetize their skill set, right? So you might have creators ranging from multiple domains, maybe from art, music, whatever, who are extremely talented, but don't know, but don't have ways to monetize their skills. So we want our product to be this platform where a creator can come, one avenue for them to monetize by sharing their skill. Current like main focus on like teaching and one-on-one feedbacks and things like that, but also extending to like selling their product, selling their art, getting more exposure for them. Uh, that's where it stands. And at the same time, we are also like, since it has the marketplace dynamic of it, we are a product for learners to come and upskill on any of these skills. Uh, right from like a casual learner who wants to like visit and like upskill just for fun, but ideally even we'd want like our end goal is to be a platform where people can come and upskill and then at some stage be able to monetize their skills themselves. So that whole process of where a learner comes onto the platform, figures out a skill they like, starts upskilling and moves on to being a creator in that skill. uh, that's the vision of the brand, uh, and that's what we are looking at. Uh, yeah, I think uh, that's all. Is there anything in particular I should be going over?
No. So, if guys, if you have questions, we will take that ahead. So you can put down the question in the chat. And Rinal, why don't you maybe take them through of the
Yeah,
product
yeah,
and also coming to the problem statement?
yeah,
What they're going to be, what they have to solve for the next 10 days.
yeah. Yeah, you can feel free to drop in questions or whatever I said till now, but if not, I think probably going into the product itself is more exciting.
Yeah.
Uh, Hope my screen is visible.
Yep.
Awesome, thanks. Uh, Cool. So we have a website and an app as of now, which is our product. We are not on. No, we don't have an app on the iOS store yet, but we have it on the Google Play Store. Hmm. This is how our website looks. As of now, we like the services we provide are like workshops and courses. uh, this is where you can, like the website or the app is a place where you can come up and register for a workshop course. I'm just going to take you very briefly through all the features, and then I'll probably dig into more details on in the problem statement, right, on like what we want to solve for. Uh, so yeah, you can come up like you as you notice there are like a lot of free workshops. The model we're following right now is we have a lot of free workshops and then we try converting free workshops users to like paid courses. Uh, you can have a look at all of our mentors and who we have on our platform. Another feature we have is like we encourage, in fact, we push learners to and mentors to like have some tangible outcomes from their workshops so that learners know that they're learning something. So every workshop course, we try to have tangible outcomes where learners can learn something and then go ahead and upload projects, which you can find on the platform. Uh, yeah, and like there's a lot of other like housekeeping stuff. Like there's the profile feature where you can come to and figure out, hey, this person, how many projects have they uploaded, how many workshops, and all that. But it's slightly away from the core flow, so I'm not dwelling into it too much. Uh, the core flow itself. I hope that gave everyone a gist of the product. If not, like I'm just gonna check if there's like any questions on.
No. So you can continue, Rinal. If any
Yeah,
questions come, we can take it
cool.
as we go.
All right, you can let me know if there are any questions.
Yeah.
Uh, so the user journey on the website at least is uh, they come to the website. You can like pick up a free a workshop that you want to register in. Say, man, I'm just gonna pick something on random. Color if I do. Uh, Enroll now for free, which asks them to sign up. I'm just gonna use my Google sign up. Uh, yeah, continue for free. And yeah, we've essentially enrolled for a workshop. Uh, I mean, since it's free, I'd encourage all of you to like just try it out itself to like understand the flow, understand all uh, the other systems that are in place that include like an email confirmation, WhatsApp messages, all the reminders that go in and all that. I'll go over it as well, but if you want to, you can. Uh,
Yeah.
you can please.
We have a question from Ayushi. What's the journey like after you've booked a course?
After you've booked a course, uh, after you've booked a course, essentially a lot of it is handled off product currently. Like I can probably show you right now. Though once you register for a course, we have a section called the My Classes section. You can see all your course classes that come up in your My Classes section. Essentially, what happens then is we find like 10, 15 people who register for a course. They're added to a WhatsApp group. Uh, and then over there, like all communications happen regarding like what time classes are, uh, when are we going to start, when will mentor join, and like what feedback from mentor, all that stuff. Um, so yeah, it's not very product driven post course registration. Product driven is essentially just like the classes and all that, but a lot of it happens on the WhatsApp groups. Um, I hope that answers the question.
Great. So
Cool.
you can maybe now focus on your problem statement, right? What
Yeah,
you're giving us is to reduce the churn rate. So
yeah,
you can give a bit of a backstory around it and maybe show some data that you showed me
yeah.
on the funnel as well.
Uh, Backstory, I think I'll spend a couple of minutes because I think it's, even though like looking back, it was pretty obvious and naive. It's something we should have figured out earlier, but it's still something we had to learn the hard way. Initially, we started off saying, "Hey, let's directly sell courses." We didn't have this concept of workshops. We just had courses, and it was just impossibly hard to get people to sign up for a course. Right? It's a brand you don't trust. Nobody's almost nobody is going to just come up and pay 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees to sign up for a course. Uh, the next thing we did is to move to paid workshops. Workshops like a 1 hour workshop, which would cost anything from like 50 rupees to 100 rupees, 150 rupees, 200, whatever, but like essentially 50 to 200 rupees. Uh, but here again, even though we were getting registrations, we used to get like say around 10 to 20 registrations for each class. The cost of acquisition for each learner was like ridiculous, right? We used to spend like our cost of acquisition was as high as like 1,000 rupees for a course. So essentially, we are paying 1,000 rupees to get one learner who's signing up for a workshop, for 50 rupees or 100 rupees, right? Uh, so the cost of acquisition was ridiculously high, and it wasn't feasible uh, to do it that way. So the model we have moved to right now is we have free workshops. Uh, Free workshops are advertised, and we find cost of acquisitions are much lower. Users join to the free workshops, and once they enroll into once they attend the free workshops, we try upselling them to a course, right? Like I thought I'd just give slight history on that. Um, how do I present? Okay, I think it's here. Yeah, so this is the churn rate for uh, workshops that for this flow that I just spoke about, right? Um, we have, oh, sorry, one second. Yeah, we have people attending free workshops. So say that's like how many ever X. Usually we get around 200 to 300 registrations per free workshop. So let's say 200 people register for a free workshop. The number of people actually attending it is pretty low. It's in around 27%. So our attendance is 27%, which is a huge drop off. I know these are like like not very high intent users who haven't paid, and a lot of them have just signed up for the sake of it. But 27% is still low. So only 27 people end up attending, and totally we have a conversion rate of around 2%. So out of the 200 people who sign up, uh, usually we get like 4 to 5, uh, probably even less, or maybe 3 to 5 registrations for a course after the workshop, right? So this is the first problem statement. How do we increase this churn rate, right, from an unpaid free workshop user to a paid um, course user? Um, I'm just going to spend a couple of minutes on like what we already do, so that you are aware. Um, for the first step, how do we get like workshop registrations to workshops attended. Right now, we started off with like initially it used to be sending emails, automated emails, reminding them, hey, you have a class in 1 hour and blah blah blah. But our target audience, we didn't have really great click open rates on emails. As you can probably guess, not many people check emails. So we switched to WhatsApp. We have automated WhatsApp messages that go in. One goes in 1 hour before the class, telling them, "Hey, you have a class starting in 1 hour. Please attend." Um, Another thing we do is we manually add everyone to a WhatsApp group and try to nudge them to attend the class, which is absolutely not scalable. But for now, we have been trying to do it. What we are also going to be trying very soon is IVR calls, which is the automated phone calls, reminding them to attend the class. So this is what happens in the first step, like what we do to try and increase attendance in the, I mean, increase from registration to attendance. Um, from attendance to course registrations is it's a lot of manual sales that happens right now. We have one salesperson who attends the class and tries to nudge people. Then we have salespeople who try and nudge on the WhatsApp communities to uh, do it. And we also have like sometimes sales calls. It's not product driven at all. There's only one like a WhatsApp reminder that goes in later saying, "Hey, thanks for registering. Do you want to like attend the course? Do you want to buy a course?" But there's not much product. It's not productized at all. It's very heavily manual, and as you can guess, it's non-scalable. Uh, so yeah, this is the first problem statement. I'm just going to pause for a couple of minutes and check if there's like any doubts here or if I wasn't clear about anything.
Yeah, so we have Mohammed who have asked, what are the existing features Habit has? And then for now, Swagat has a question. What messenger are you using? Are you doing bulk WhatsApp messaging by
Um,
your haptic for
uh,
reminder?
the first question was what features?
What are the existing features Habit has?
Okay, I mean in general, like habit features, I guess. Or
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
okay, it's that's slightly like off topic, so I'm going to hold on to that question for now, just to
Cool.
answer the second question and then get back to that.
Sure.
Uh, like for WhatsApp messaging, no, we don't. We use this tool called Wati. If I can show it to you, you guys can check it out as well. This is the tool. Uh, it's we have a WhatsApp business account, and they allow you to. I don't know what's wrong with the website, but basically they are like a provider, and they have an API which you can call to send messages. I don't want to show my what inbox. Uh,
Got it.
I'm not really sure, but guys can check
Yeah.
it out. I'll just drop the link or some, or you can check it out. There's a tool called Wati which we use to send it. For the groups part, yeah, it's through a WhatsApp business API. Yeah. Uh, for adding into the groups, we do it manually. So we like there's some way to like manually upload like add like 200 people to a group automatically. We use that. It's very manual. Um, Getting back to the first question, what are the
There are more.
features?
There are more questions from Sharan. Is the intent of Habit to target niche domains instead of mainstream online courses?
That's interesting, like business question, but yeah, it is. We are trying to move towards niche domains. We don't want to be mainstream generalized topics. We want to move towards a few niches which we feel are attractive.
Yeah, it's e-learning for hobbies, right?
True.
Right. Awesome. Vishwesh has the second question. Have you tried providing incentives like for free for two lucky people, some discounts uh, for the attendees?
Uh, we have some basic things like right now we have like a what we do is it's a very hacky fix. Um, so we have introduced like a coupon code. Let me show you if I can. Um, my hope it's my net that's slow and not the website that's actually crashing.
I think maybe it's in that.
Hopefully. Anyway, we have like coupon codes that we say that hey, only if you like attend the workshop, we'll give you the coupon code. Uh, but we actually just give out the coupon code to everyone. Not much of sales innovation has happened. Like, how do we only target and say like, hey, some people free workshops, or like only if you attend. Uh, yeah, uh, we don't, we don't do it. Uh, yeah. I think there's another question on have you done any cohort analysis on the user drop? Uh, no, we haven't. For one reason, this attend like the workshop attended till now. We use Zoom as a platform. We do not have our own uh, video conferencing tool. Like it's not built in house. We use Zoom for people who attend, and Zoom does. It was pretty hard to try and track like try to match the Habbit user to the user who attended Zoom because Zoom doesn't give that like that much flexibility on data. So now what we have integrated Zoom through product. So if you come in through our product and end up attending through Zoom, we still get to know who's attended. If you've just started very recently, like a couple of weeks back, um, but we don't. It's still like only 60% of our users do it through that. Some we still end up having to give Zoom links directly. So we don't really have good data here. Uh, for course registrations, we have some basic analysis, but the numbers are too low to run. Some rigorous uh, data analysis on that, like a cohort analysis. The numbers are too low.
Got it. I think Hare Krishna also has a question.
Yeah. Uh,
So, Rinal, what you can do is you can finish your thing, and then we can get to the question. Yeah.
okay. Uh, this so yeah, this is the churn rate. Like I just want to. This is another thing we like. I'm just going to continue on this churn rate a bit before I move to the second problem statement, which is so right now, which is like
Could
deep dive.
you go full screen?
Sorry, yeah, yeah. This is the thing we spoke about, right? The three-step process: workshop registered, workshop attended, course registration. Before we go into I just wanted to dig deeper, like show you guys deeper into like this workshop registered phase itself. This in fact has like a churn rate in itself to get workshops people register to a workshop, right? um, so this is the churn rate for that. We run advertisements on Instagram, Facebook ads, which is basically Instagram, and mostly on Instagram itself. So people, so you can see the actual numbers here as well. This from Xpanel. I don't remember for how many days. Uh, so this is people view the workshop page. They click on enroll now. uh, then they view the checkout page. This is where there's the sign up flow between enroll now and checkout page, and then booking success, right? Let me just quickly like show you this flow so that you're like, uh, you know what I mean by that, and we'll get back to that. Um,
I think might be your Wi-Fi issue.
yeah, seems like it's fine. Maybe we're having some issues with our servers as well. I'm really sorry about this. Okay. So Instagram ads lead users directly to the workshop page, right? So that's the first step, workshop page viewed, out of which 53% click on enroll now clicked. So already we have a drop of 40% people just clicking on enroll now. Uh, then in this sign up process, there's another uh, like whatever 45 another 60% drop in the sign up process. We are planning to do like phone number login from next week, but yeah, there's like a huge drop here. Uh,
You should explore Savo for this.
I was going to say that. I mean, I'll plug in Savo as well, maybe for that. Let's see if we can improve the churn over there. And
Yes.
after checkout page actually like booking it is like 10%, which is fine. I mean, still significant, but not bad. Uh, so yeah, this is, I mean, if you want to like look at this, this is another flow which we actively look at to try and improve. But yeah, we have made decent progress here. So in case you're interested, we can dig deep into this as well. Uh, the second problem statement uh, that we had, which is slightly more,
Rinal again, full screen.
yeah, sorry, my bad, which is slightly more uh, open-ended, vague, and we are only starting to put efforts into it right now. From the product end is retention in general, right? Uh, we are starting to get decent traction of app installs since we get 200 registrations per workshop and we're holding a lot of workshops. We're starting to get a lot of people downloading our app. However, we are not able to retain those app users. Our uninstall rates are pretty high. Our retention rates are very low. And I think for us, our product, it makes sense to track a weekly retention rate because uh, it's not a daily use product. You probably want to come back once a week on the weekend or something to attend a workshop when you're free. And most of our workshops are targeted for weekends. So probably we want to look at like a weekly retention, but our week one retention is around 24%, like under 25%, um, and which is like pretty low. And like as you can see, like retention is just falling off after that. Um, So, I mean, retention in general would have been like a very, very open-ended topic to throw out. But even our day one retention, that is like people who use it once and like uh, come back. I mean, day one retention is like coming back at least once after using it the first time. It's not that great. It's around 30%, I think, slightly more, 37%. So maybe that's the first thing I mean, for us internally at least, that's the first thing we're trying to improve. Day one retention. um, how do we get that to at least like 50-60% where users who have downloaded used the app come back at least once? um, Almost zero efforts have been, we've only recently started looking at this. We are looking at like how do we send notifications uh, and all that, but uh, like it's still very open and it's still um, not much done here in terms of
Yeah,
product.
I think the community can really help you out here. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll probably look at the questions now, right? Uh, like,
Sure. Are you done with your presentation? Then maybe you can stop sharing your screen. We can take the questions.
yep, I'm done. I think,
Awesome. Thanks so much, Rinal,
yeah.
for that detailed product walkthrough and also showing bit of numbers. I think that will give a lot of understanding for the contributions coming forward, for the next few days. So, okay. So, guys, if you guys want to come on stage and ask your questions, feel free to raise your hands and get your video and audio on. We really would like to, get you on. So, otherwise, the first question, I think, which we left out. Okay, yeah. So the incentives, right? So you said you've tried out the incentives and stuff. How has been the response to this? Vishwesh had that a follow-up question.
Incentive right now, there are two incentives. One is the basic like a coupon code, which I think you are talking about. So that I think is has been doing great, but that's completely like a sales play, right? The sales team dictates that, hey, give us this coupon code, we use it. Like we'll just sell, like they just create urgency based on that incentive, saying, hey, it's only going to last till today. Use this coupon code to sell. So that sort of stuff, like urgency marketing and all that, has been working great. Um, but again, like it's still very sales heavy, still very manual. We also have like coins, Habbit coins. So if anyone reviews a project, reviews a mentor or a class, or like uploads a project, they get coins. Uh, but like we have very less adoption of that. Like in fact, we have made user calls, and like even users who have attended courses and all, some of them are not aware that they get like coins for uploading projects. So yeah, product adoption of features has been pretty low in terms of incentive structure. not many people are even aware of these incentives.
Got it. Okay. So Swagat has this. Sorry, before that, Tommy had this question: how do you qualify the free user? Uh, do you
Users who
want?
haven't paid yet, I guess.
Mhm.
Users who like so the flow I mentioned, right? So we advertise only free workshops on Instagram. So the first thing that a user comes up to the when they come to our website is that they see the free workshop and they sign up for the free workshop. I think that we will qualify as free user, a user who signed up for a free workshop. And
Got it.
essentially we want to move them to
Got
give
it.
them enough value that they want to move to a paid user, right?
Got it. Cool. Sharon has a question. What are the requirements for a person to become mentor in Habbit?
Okay. Um, Long term, I think we probably want it to be very decentralized and like have an anyone can onboard, become a mentor, get your own like get people and like do it. But right now it's very curated because we just have the lack of resources and time. We need to like make sure we have the right mentor. Uh, so right now it's we curate them. There's a portal on our web on there's a place on the website where you can sign up to be a mentor, and once a week we go through it and see if they're like good applications. But other than that, it's mostly us reaching out to people and saying, hey, please come and become a mentor on our platform.
Awesome. Sounds good. Okay. So one last question before we can move into the tables and hang out and get to know each other. Uh, the problem statement that you have given. Do you want the contributors to solve for your website or for your app, or for both?
Uh, the second one, retention, is obviously, if I wasn't clear about it,
Mhm.
it was for app.
Right.
It's only app. So website, I think we're looking at as a hook to get people. And once we have a user engaged, we want to move them to the app. So the second one, retention rate, is mainly looking at app. The first one, I don't think is like website app related. It's just generic user thing, right? This I mean the first one also had like essentially two parts which I spoke about. One was like uh, free user to paid user, which is not based on website or app. It's just a free user to a paid user. But the other small flow, if you are interested, which I spoke about, which is from like seeing the ad to like signing up to a free workshop, that was for only website. uh, I don't know if I confused everyone more, but I can probably like write it down and
Yeah,
clarify.
yeah. No worries. I think will definitely brief more about the problem statement and
Yeah.
all of that and send it across to them. And yeah, we do have a private channel already for people who have showed interest. For
Yeah.
those of you who are new and want to join this cohort and solve these problems for Habit, we have this form which is there in the chat. Please feel free to fill that so that we can get you added to the cohort. The cohort is starting from today till 26th. So submissions deadline is finishing on 24th of December. So you have pretty much around at least 6 days of time to solve the problem. And yes, for all of you, we this session has been recorded. We will share all the details on the in the brand cohort channel, and all this data what Rinal showed will be shared to you. So do not worry about that at all. All right, sounds good. Thank you so much, Rinal, for that very deep walkthrough of the problem. What we can do right now is we can go into the networking tables and kind of like talk to people. So it's also a meetup today. So what we'll do is we'll get to know everyone. Where are they from? What do they work on? And how are they feeling within the community? And then, if any questions needs to be answered regarding to Habit, we can primarily take that up as well. So, what do you say?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Awesome. Sounds great. Thank you so much, guys. Again, my name is Ashish. I'm the product manager at Sawolabs and also the community lead at 100 Days of Feature Request Program. Again, warm welcome for Rinal for 100 Days of Feature Request and also the Habit team. It would be great. Maybe next Tuesday we're having a webinar, right? So yeah, it would be great if the founders can come and do this webinar and hang out with the community. It's very necessary to see their work and also get recognized, and also that's the impact that we want to drive during the program as well. So, yep, thank you so much. So excited to start this cohort for Habit, and end the year on a great note. So, guys, do not go anywhere. We're gonna end the session, but we're gonna hang around in the networking tables. Feel free to. We want to meet you. We want to know where you're from, what are you working on, what product are you working on, and yeah, let's have fun. Let's go.